Hey guys, welcome back. So I've got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I've got quite a few rediscovered old favorites. I've got a couple of new things that I'm really loving, and then I have one thing that I've had in my collection for a while, but I think I probably got it in a sale or something like that, and so it's just been kind of like hiding in my collection, and I finally played with it this week, and I really like it. So please tell me I'm not the only one that does that. You like get something because it's a good price, and then you kind of forget to use it. That's so terrible. So I'm glad I used it this week and really like it. So I'm gonna tell you about that. No Fooeys that I could think of, so that's good. So I hope you had a good week. How was your Labor Day? What did you do? Tell me that in the comment section how your Labor Day was and how your week has been. Our Labor Day was good. I was working at Sephora, so that's where I was. But it was fun. There were a ton of people there. I thought that everybody would be like boating or like cooking out on their back patio, but no, they were hanging out at the mall, and a lot of them were looking at makeup. So it made for a busy day, so it went by quick, but it was a fun day. I always love being at Sephora, so that was fun. But anyway, let me know how your day was, so let's get to the favorites. On my eyes this week, I wore these two palettes almost the entire week, and I'm wearing them right now, and it's the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which you know I love this palette. I have a whole playlist on this palette specifically, which I never do that, but I love it so much that it deserved its own playlist. So it's just a really beautiful neutral palette. It has a great collection of colors in it. I love them. So I've been wearing kind of some of the darker shades. So today I've got like this one on, this one, and then the maroon shade. So they're just really beautiful. I have a whole, like I said, I have a whole playlist. So I have a review video if you want to see swatches and all that. I'll link that playlist, or I think I can link a playlist. I'll link something for you below. But anyway, I played with this week and just, I love it. And I love that it smells, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I think the smell is, you guys know I'm big on smell. I'm big on hating bad smell, stank, and I'm really big on good smells. So a palette that smells yummy, like it smells more kind of like vanilla chocolate. So something that smells like that, oh my gosh, it makes me happy. Then the thing that I pulled out this week and fell in love with is the Stila In the Know palette. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. It is so nice, and totally hadn't even played with it. It's terrible. The colors that I've loved the most this week are the blending shades. So this one, and then this one is gorgeous too. So I've been using those almost every single day as just blending shades, and they're just gorgeous. And then actually I think I'm wearing this one today. Oh, that's all the fingers I have available. But they're all gorgeous. If you would like to see either like a blog post or something on this palette, let me know, because I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. I feel like it kind of doesn't get a lot of YouTube press, but it's all, I think it's all matte. Yeah, it's an all matte palette, which is so nice. It's hard to find an all matte palette that's really nice and performs well, and this one totally does. Like you can see, these are very light, but they're great transition colors. They are so perfect. And they do show up on my eyes, on my very pale skin. But all of these three mixed together are just beautiful. And I love that this palette has like warm tones, you know, with these kind of colors, but then it has cooler tones also, which makes for a really beautiful eye look. That you can do like warm tones in your crease, and then bring in some cooler tones to kind of deepen up the outer corner, and it just makes the prettiest combo. So I've really been using this one as like mainly just transition colors, but also deepening up my outer corner. But then I've also been pulling in the Chocolate Bar palette for darker shades for my outer corner, but also lighter shades on the lid. So, you know, they're both neutral palettes, so that's, I mean, these are gonna work with a lot of other shadows that you would have, other palettes and stuff, but they work really well together too. So I am loving this palette, and I want to now get In the Light and some of their other ones because I really like it. The packaging is kind of cheapy. It's pretty kind of not all that thick of a cardboard, but the shadows inside are really, really nice, so I don't mind that much. For blush this week, I was still playing with those two MAC blushes, the Animal Instincts and Fun Ending from a Novel Romance collection. We need to take a moment. I love those blushes. I love them. I had to force myself to play with something else because they're just beautiful and they blend wonderfully. They work really well together. They wear really well. Love them. So I played with those this week, but also I broke out my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure. This blush is actually fairly similar to those two combined together, the MAC blushes. So this kind of gives sort of the same idea of those two mixed together. This is just a really beautiful kind of light mauve-y shade. It's a very neutral blush and it goes with anything you would do with your makeup, really. I mean, it's just, it adds color and it adds life to your cheeks, but it also, because it's that kind of mauve-y tone, it adds, I don't want to say like a bronzy look because it's not bronzy, but I think because it's not a bright blush, it's more in that kind of, well, it has some brown undertones to it. It kind of just adds a little bit more color to your face, but still being very neutral. I don't know how to describe it, but it's gorgeous. I love it. And these blushes are amazing. They are so creamy, so pigmented. They wear really well. They're expansive at like $35 a piece, I think, that is absurd. That is so ridiculously expensive for a stinking blush. But it's pretty fun to have a few of them because they are really, really nice. And this is what the packaging looks like. You can see like reflections of my hand. It's very, very reflective, but so it kind of shows every little fingerprint mark and everything, but it still feels like luxurious and fancy. And then I pulled out my e.l.f. blush in Candid Coral. This is just a really beautiful light corally blush, and it has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it really just adds a beautiful youthful glow to your face, but it's not super glowy. It's very, very subtle. It kind of reminds me of, I believe it's NARS's Luster. I don't own that one, but I've used it at work. It's just a really, really nice, versatile blush. It's pretty. It's very light. So if you have deeper skin tones, this may be too light for you because I mean, it's really darn light. It kind of reminds me also of Dim Infusion from Hourglass, the Ambient Lighting Blush in Dim Infusion. It's just a really light, glowy peach. And I'm wearing it today with Mood Exposure. So I've been really liking combining blushes lately. I don't know why. I feel like Mood Exposure kind of adds that sort of warmth with the mauve tones and then adding just a little bit of a peachy glow on top of that. Ooh, I just really like the combo because this kind of adds a little bit more warmth to the Mood Exposure. So you've kind of got the deeper sort of mauve-y shades that are almost not really bronzy, but that sort of an idea on your skin, and then you're adding in a little bit of peachy glow, and it's just so pretty. So I'm loving that combo. I like them individually, and I wore them individually, but then actually today was when I combined them, and I was like, this works really well. I like this combo. So definitely those are my blush favorites. And then for lips this week, I have just been obsessed with these Maybelline Creamy Matte lipsticks. They are so fun. I'm just like, I can't stop using them. They are so much fun. So I have a whole video and a blog post on them, so I'll link that down below for you. At this point, I have owned all 10 of the shades, but I did return the lightest nude. No. It does not work on me. Unless I'm gonna be a zombie or a corpse for Halloween, then I may go back and buy it, but other than that, I can't think of a use for it for me. It's just, it is really not attractive. So two of the shades you haven't seen yet. One of them is Touch of Spice, and so I'll try to like maybe wear it this weekend and take a picture for you guys and put it on Instagram. It's kind of like a dark plummy, like a brownie plum. It's really, really pretty. And then the other one that you haven't seen is Faint for Fuchsia. I'm taking a minute. we need a moment with this lipstick. It is just one of those gorgeous hot pinks. You guys know that I love these. They just make me happy. Like a bad day, I just throw a hot pink lipstick at it and it just changes it because it's beautiful. Is this shade dupeable? Probably so, because it's just that, I don't know, that hot pink, you know? I don't own Candy Yum Yum, but it's probably pretty close to that. Reminds me of a limited edition lipstick that came out from Revlon a while back. So I think it is definitely dupeable, but these are like $5.50 at Target, so you might as well go with this one rather than something else that's more expensive. But it's just gorgeous. So I wore that this week and it just, ooh, every time I wear them, it just, these hot pinks just make me happy. And this one is so perfect, so pigmented, creamy, comfortable, so cute. And then what I'm wearing on my lips right now is the Jordana Easy Liner for Lips in Baby Berry. I actually mentioned this last week to go with Plumful, so I tell you, these Jordana lip liners, I wear them with everything. They are like my most used lip liners, for sure. And then I've got on the lipstick, the Maybelline Creamy Matte in Lust for Blush. This is just a really, really beautiful mauvey pink. I love these kind of mauvey pinks for the fall. I mean, I love them any time of the year, but I feel like they're so nice for fall because they just bring in a little bit more of a deep tone. So they're not, you know, I mean, I love the hot pinks, don't get me wrong, but when it gets to fall, I just love breaking out shades like this. This is what I'm wearing right now. And it just like, ooh, it just adds a little bit of that darkness, a little bit more brown or something. It's just a more mauvey sort of a shade. I don't know how else to say it, but it's beautiful. I do feel like this one swatches a little bit lighter than it is on my lips. I feel like it's just darker and more pigmented on my lips, but I do have semi-pigmented lips, so that could be it. But ooh, I just love these lipsticks. They are so nice. So check out my video and my blog post because you need some of these in your life. They are all so much fun. Alright guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like my Friday favorites and want me to keep on doing them. Have you grabbed any of the Maybelline Creamy Matte lipsticks? Which are your favorite shades? Let me know that. What are your favorites from Stila? You know, I was going to mention to you guys, I tested out the new palettes from them, and because I was at work the other day and they look so pretty. Like the packaging is gorgeous. They seem so luxurious and fancy, but after swatching them, I'm just like, I don't think they're that great. I really don't like them. So let me know what you think about them, because sometimes eyeshadows perform better on the eyes and I haven't used them on any clients yet. So if you own them and you like them, let me know your favorites because I'll maybe give them another shot. But I was kind of like bummed that they weren't that great, but I love this palette, so I want to know your other Stila suggestions, so let me know that down below. Let me know any weekend plans that you have and any other favorites that you have. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!